Hi, Earth signs. So we're going to see what's going to happen in 2026. I tell you straightforwardly, this is going to be a reading that is quite not sugarcoating. So it's going to be mostly focusing on the self rather than all of the external things, because I do believe that focusing on our own selves and our own abilities, it can easily unlock a lot of opportunities that can happen to us much easily. So let's get straight to it. We have Breathe by the book, Time to Go, TikTok in reverse, Between Words, Message in a Bottle, Round and Round, and Serendipity in reverse. So let's start with those cards first. So straightforwardly, the first thing that comes to mind is that title about, I think it's like the elephant and the spider, which is basically, I mean, the moral of it is showing that ego is the last thing to choose, like to be all about humility and all of that. I will not be able to explain that correctly because I read it in French, and so obviously now all words are getting mixed up in my mind. But the first thing that is coming is that this upcoming year is giving the energy of karma. And this is like, I like to read my reading differently, and especially to include that there is people in the light side. And what I mean in the light side is people who are easily able to actually be aware of themselves, to have empathy, to introspect, and people on the shadow side, which reject responsibilities and rather blame circumstances, externals, everyone else but themselves. So basically, the shadow people do not have any sense of responsibility, accountability, and so on. So when it comes to the shadow side, people are going to receive karma. This upcoming year is, it's going to bring you the karma you had been avoided all of those years. And yeah, I'm definitely sensing all of those years, because with this one, the first thing that it is showing me is you had been able to pretend to go by the book. Okay, I'm sensing that some people had decided to pretend to be a certain way, to portray themselves a certain way, but at the end of the day, it was not who they truly are behind closed door. And therefore now you had reached that limit. 2025 basically gave you the tools to decide what type of person do you want to be. Okay, but for the light people, you decided to improve yourself, to work on yourself, to start to align with the person that you would wish to be, the type of person that, if you meet someone who is like you would not suffer from them. You would actually be grateful. So that is the thing. That is the main difference between the light and the shadow side, because the shadow earth signs, they did not go through that. They just went into this year telling themselves some lies, making themselves believe something that was not reality, believing that they are above consequences, above how to say this, well, I forgot my thought, but yeah, above all of this, like above responsibilities, yeah, just above everything, like everyone owns me but I own nobody, nothing type of energy. And therefore now, after all of those trails that you had for years, now you are stepping into this moment where basically it's like life is telling you, yeah, you got away with enough things, you still hadn't changed. Well, now it's time for you to finally learn the hard way. Since we gave you the tools to do it by your own free will, you couldn't. So now get ready for shit to get south, basically. So everything that's going to happen is just the consequences of your actions. It's just the natural causes of everything, okay? And for those in the lighter side, what it means especially if, like you already learned your lessons and all of this. It finally means for you that you will be seeing the reward of your actions, okay? The reward of the work that you had put over yourself. So it means that things are going to feel much more easier in the way of you now have the tools to live a certain type of life, okay, especially to socialize a certain way, whether with your family, your friends, your lovers, etc. But you had acquired enough tools, enough knowledge for you to start expanding from now. So it means problems that used to mess you up will no longer mess up with your usual stability. So now let's check when it comes to more of the love area. So we have the not enough, the coffee cup, the engagement ring, the love call in reverse, the runner, heartbroken in reverse, and lightning. So when it comes to your love life, you are going to step into this new year feeling like, oh, nothing is actually going good in my love life. Like, it's like you're going to see every single wrong thing about your love life, but you are not going to see that everything can easily be solved, okay? Like, if you are in a relationship, it means that you are not able to see your part, your actions, your consequences, the natural cause and effects. So you're just believing that everything is your partner's fault. If you are single, you are, especially single and slash situationship people, you are going to believe that the whole universe is against you. You're going to believe that the universe is against you, that, oh my god, but I always keep on meeting the same type of people and such a thing. But honey, remember that you do not actually attract those people, you accept them, okay? Like, the whole sentence of, oh yeah, I keep on attracting this type of people, that is bullshit that people tell themselves in order to cope with the fact that they just accept them in their life and they're unable to see that. So quit that thought, literally. Do not think like that, because you're restraining yourself, you're sabotaging yourself, but by telling yourself that it's everyone's fault except yours. Like, honey, nobody told you to actually keep those persons in your life. Once you saw the first red flags, you could have just walked away, but you decided to stay. And obviously, I do not include anyone who had been manipulated, but by a person who had shown narcissistic traits, or someone who was with an abusive person, because in this case it is different. It's literally their goal to make you stay, okay? But if it is just a person, especially in the case of situationship, you already know that the person is not committed to you, had never voiced to be committed to you, and yet you keep on believing that suddenly this person will start committing. That is not how it works. So yeah, so it's going to go that way, because I do sense that for some of you, you are going to go into union this year, especially the single one. You are going to go into a relationship with people, but you are not actually in love with them. You are just running towards them because you want people to fill the void. You're like, oh my god, I am this year and I don't have this. Oh my god, I hadn't experienced this, and such bullshit, okay? Because yes, it is bullshit. Definitely it is validated to feel this way, but at the end of the day, there is no fucking time to figure out when you're going to be in a relationship. You do not need to be in a relationship. Especially tell yourself, would you rather be in a healthy, sane relationship that will not take away from you, or waste so much time of your life with someone who's going to destroy the shit out of you? And then automatically after this type of experience, the only thing that you think of is, why the hell did I want it to be in a relationship so bad? Like, I'd rather be single, okay? Like, think things through, okay? And for those who are in a relationship, understand that now you are at this type of crossroad that is giving, make the person love you again, make the effort that will bring back your partner, or face the fact that this person is down with you, and you won't even have, like, like how they're showing it, you will know it, okay? Because it's giving the energy of someone who had been given so much and receiving so little. And one day, after all those times, they are just no longer able to give more. So really pay attention to that, because but there is some type of good news, because at some point things can suddenly change, but it will suddenly change because of you, okay? It is not some type of magical Hollywood shit that's going to happen. It will change because you will decide to make the actual work. So then when it comes to let's say self-advice and such a thing, we have take a shot, don't take 12, take one, okay, maybe two, move on. Eat your fucking vegetables, eat some shit made by Mother Nature. You are the best thing to ever happen to you. Go easy on your ass, buy your own damn drinks in reverse. Get over yourself, pull your shit together, help people, give back, do good shit for humanity in reverse. Stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person, just fucking stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness in reverse. Then figure this shit out on your own, and you are being shady. Watch out, shit could get ugly. Yeah, this definitely confirms it all, because here it's pretty simple. With this card, it's not literally like if it resonates with you as moving on, then yeah, okay, it means literally move on. But the main energy here is that move on from the lies that you tell yourself and start to face the reality of things. Okay, like really start to look at yourself in the mirror. If you need to go back to texts, to videos or whatsoever, but anything that will actually show you the type of person that you are with others, do so, because it's time that you move on from the fog in your mind, from the lies you tell yourself. And then those two cards are really, those three reverse cards are really clear. You are the reason that your life is a certain way, especially when it comes to your social life, okay? Some people can want to live a low-key life. And generally, those type of people, when they want to live a low-key life, they actually do have good lives in the way of they are not doing anything that would compromise that low-key life, okay? Like, they are not the type of people who's going to create chaos in their life, in the lives of others, and then act like, oh, but why is my life not normal? Well, maybe, honey, because you are putting the action for it to not be normal, okay? Like, do not do shit and nothing will nothing will go south. Nobody will know. You know what I mean? Like, just live respectful life, have humanity, have empathy, really think about what you can do to others as well. Like, it's definitely good to think of ourselves. It's normal, okay? It's more than normal. But at the end of the day, we are living in a planet of billions, and our actions or words or behavior, they do have impact on others. For you, it can be like just one encounter or just one simple word from a stranger, but you don't know how much this can hurt deep someone, okay? So that is the thing. Stop on navigating this world as if you are all alone. I get it if you are into the whole law of assumptions thing and you believe that indeed you are the only one in this world, but at the end of the day, believing so doesn't mean that you have to be an asshole, okay? Like, truly. That is the thing. Like, understand that if you would be able to actually spend some time with yourself, literally, put yourself in a room, put your phone to the side, no music, no distraction, no nothing, just you and your damn loud brain that you're trying to shut up, okay? Do so. And you best believe that every single thing that you had done, said, and so on will come back to life, will come back into your consciousness and bite your ass, okay? Because those are the things that you had been avoiding, okay? So really do so. Because those things, like those things coming to life, Those are the reality. They are not the lies you tell yourself, okay? So just be a human type of things, okay? And then with this too, it's also a warning, because it seems that for some of you, you had been so used to jumping from one personality to another. So it means like once you see someone having some type of quality, some type of personality traits that you like, that you admire, but you know you are not able to be that type of person, you start to shape shift into this person and acting like it was always you. But it is not the case. So yeah, figure yourself out, okay? Like figure out your identity, figure out who you are. This year, this upcoming year is really going to put you into introspection mode to figure out who you actually are. Like you cannot run away from that. You've run away for so long. Now it's time to face the reality, you know. And if you still do decide to keep on lying and blinding yourself, unfortunately shit will go south, you know. So yeah, that was basically all. If you would like to book a private reading, I put my kin profile under the description. And so, yeah, I hope there was some insight into it, and wishing you, wait, we're at the end of the year. So, yeah, wishing you happy holidays. Bye.